No words, right?
I mean, it's just and there's no end in sight.
Hopefully they catch a break at some point here.
And, they were supposed to get a little bit of rain, but then I was reading something that might not even help, because that means that if it rains, while that's great, the firefighters can't actually go out and fight the blaze while it's raining. So it's kind of a double-edged sword, because it won't be enough rain to put out all of the fires. So it is just a really dangerous, dire situation in Australia. So hopefully we can maybe rally together, and this will be ending sooner than later. Let's talk a little bit about what's happening here closer to home on Storm Scan 3. While nice and quiet conditions currently, we are watching our next weather maker for us in Philly coming together down in the southeast, bringing rain, some thunderstorm activity to areas like Tennessee and into North Carolina as well. You actually see on the north side of this, in those high elevations of the Appalachians, some snow coming down as well. This doesn't really look like it's all that big, this system itself, but it will be big enough that it gives us the chance for a little bit of rain to start, changing over to some snow just in time for that evening drive home. Let's talk about future weather for us here. Most of the morning we'll probably just see some cloud cover, but by the time we get to about 4 o'clock, starting to see light showers develop across Delaware, maybe even some flurries flying in parts of the Lehigh Valley and the Poconos. By 6 o'clock, we're going to be sitting right along I-95. That's kind of our split zone, it looks like right now, where we'll see probably the chance for, yes, rain to start. But then as temperatures start to dip, we get a little bit of evaporational cooling. That rain will quickly change over to some wet snow just again in time for the evening drive. A lot of folks across I-95 will be driving in a messy mix. If you're north of the city for that evening drive, probably all some wet snow. And then we'll probably, again, start out with rain down across South Jersey. But as you see, as we continue through 7 and then 8 o'clock, that rain-snow line continues to push further and further towards the coast as colder air continues to wrap in on the backside of this system. So even at 10 o'clock tonight, still potentially looking at some wet snow falling across the area. By midnight, most of the region should be dry. And then tomorrow, we get a really strong wind out of the north and west. That could produce some wind-driven snow showers for us tomorrow. That really wouldn't amount to much when it comes to amounts. For today, dry on the drive in, our PM commute and the evening drive, just the evening in general, we're giving you the red light rain snow mix chances pretty much both of those time frames. When it comes to amounts, it's going to stay relatively light, maybe a ½ inch to an inch on some grassy surfaces at best for many of us, but we could get a little bit of banding across South Jersey and maybe down into central Delaware as well, and that could maybe lead to some higher amounts. We're talking maybe 1 to 2 inches there, again, mostly on grassy surfaces, but we could also see some of it stick to the road if it comes down heavy enough. 44 degrees for our high today, 40 tomorrow, and colder even still in the 30s on Thursday, Chandler. 50s and up into the 60s then by Friday in this coming weekend. We are all over the place the next 7 days.